Good morning. It is Radio Douglas with Mrs. Laramaga and Dr. Whitbeck.
You're stealing my lines. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We are here on Science Wednesday with the Schmitz. Give us a wave, Schmitz. Nice to see you. Today is Wednesday, April the 29th, and the official Douglas time is 8:30. Welcome to the show.
And we wish a hearty happy birthday to my neighbor, Nolan Hubble. He announced to me 4 days ago that it was going to be his birthday, and we've had a countdown. I'm going to go say happy birthday, Nolan. Happy birthday, Nolan!
Thank you for practicing social distancing.
Yeah.
I heard you over there.
Nolan shares his birthday with Duke Ellington, the famous band leader, Willie Nelson, the famous musician, and Jerry Seinfeld, the famous comedian. So,
What a really fun famous people born today. Maybe Nolan will be famous.
he is in good company.
Yeah.
All right, it is now time for our favorite part of the day, Creative Kids. And since it's Wednesday and since the Schmitz are here, it must be. Are you ready, Elizabeth?
Yep.
All right, here we go. We're going to go right in?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we're not. The Avocado Cam.
Today we're going to be doing tie-dye milk. You're going to need milk, dish soap, food dye, and a Q-tip. Pour the milk onto a plate, but it can't be too.
Wow. That's precarious.
Pour food dye, drop food dye into the middle.
Is that a different color food dye?
Is this how you tie-dye a t-shirt too, or just milk? I know with a t-shirt you do rubber bands, you ball it up. I don't know how the colors work. That looks pretty cool.
I don't see any rubber bands, Mrs. Lareniga.
Well, that'd be tricky with milk.
Oh my gosh.
Next, dip the Q-tip into the dish soap and place it in the middle. Tie-dye. The colors I did were red, blue, green, and yellow. Ta-da.
So
Ta-da!
what's at work there?
That is awesome. All right, there must be some science behind that.
The science is that dish soap is a surfactant, so when it is added to the milk, it breaks down the surface tension, causing the food dye to swirl.
And what is a surfactant?
A surfactant reduces the surface tension of the liquid it is dissolved in, and surfactants are compounds that lower surface tension between two liquids to a liquid and a solid or a liquid and a gas.
Oh, so the two liquids were the milk and the food coloring. Very cool. So the surface tension was broken like that, and then the food coloring went all over.
Did you try it with any other liquids like apple juice or?
No.
I mean, the milk is cool because it's white, so you get a really good picture. But I'm just curious if it would work as well with the different substance, because kids could try this at home.
Yeah.
Be careful with the milk, because that smells for a long time if it's still.
Yeah, and then you can't drink it or feed it to your cat after you put the soap in it.
No, that'd be gross. But the final product of that was really, really neat.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Elizabeth. It is always exciting to have some science going on. And you know what? We here at Radio Douglas have spared no expense, and we are going to bring you the latest and greatest cutting technology and some of the best science that's out there. Let's go live now to our Avocado Cam. There you go. Live shots from the Avocado Cam this morning. Nothing better than watching an avocado grow. Do you see that move? No, they don't.
The live cam. Yeah, I see a little movement. The air is brushing over the water. If you look closely, you can see. Look.
The avocado pits have cracked, and I watch this probably 12 hours a day, and I saw them crack. Nobody cracked them; it just happened on their own.
Wow.
And then in another 8 weeks, they might sprout. So we'll check in periodically on the avocados.
Are you going to continue to watch them 12 hours a day?
Well, I don't want to miss the sprouting, and I'll take a still as they sprout. Yeah. Speaking of avocados, the first grade had a learning project that we'll revisit every once in a while. They were using recycled materials to do science and technology things, and
Problem, right?
what's that?
They were supposed to solve some kind of a problem.
Solve a problem. And Matthew made a seed protector. I like this. And people are planting seeds outside now. If a new seed gets too much rain, they will drown. So he made this protector shield, and he put holes in it so that the rain can get through, but not too much. Yeah, nice job.
I want to see how it works. Like maybe they could take a little video in the rain.
This isn't technically science, but it's kind of a mixture. We're easing our way out of science into creativity, and here is some distance learning going on. And at first glance, you would just think that it's Mrs. Maciel with Faith, but if you look closely, there's somebody else learning on that computer. It's Pearl the chicken.
It's like a little chicken's crashing the Zoom.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I like the keyboard protector that they have down there, a little paper towel.
Bring your pet to school day.
But don't let them.
She's right there in the background snoozing away.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you for sharing that. I love that.
So school is happening, and every once in a while, every week, Mrs. Bennell, our school counselor, and Mrs. Harris, our school counselor, would have lunch groups, and they had a drawing club that happened in school. And yesterday they met on Zoom, and on the whiteboard together, they created this car.
That is so cool. So you have to give control of your whiteboard to everybody? Is that how that works?
I guess so.
We'll have to ask Mrs. Bennell later, but look at that. There's stars on there and there's little people driving it and everything. Love the detail.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if one person can only draw at a time or multiple people, but yeah, people creating art on Zoom. That would be a whole other category of things that can go onto Pinterest.
On Saturdays for that. Don't worry, I'm kidding.
My Zoom art would be like a crooked smiley face.
Yeah. My Zoom art would be a drawing and then I'd take a picture of it.
Mine might just be a photograph. So I asked people to send in their thank yous to our essential workers, and yesterday we started to thank people. Oscar left a message in chalk out for the Amazon delivery people. Thank you, Amazon person. And as they drove by, I'm sure they love seeing that. Brightens their day with a little smiley face. Thank you, Oscar.
That's terrific. I'd love to see more messages like that coming our way.
Right? Wouldn't that be great? Just go out and write on your driveway.
Yep. What are these?
These are letters that the Richmond Kids made for doctors and nurses at the staff at Emerson Hospital and the police department, and also some residents at the Life Care Center in Acton. And so they sent them off, and then they got responses, which is even better. The police did a little drive-by and ran their siren, and one of the people that they wrote to at the Life Care Center wrote back to them.
That
So
is such a good story.
isn't that great? So people really, really, really do appreciate the thanks, and they're working out. They're working so hard out there, um, and taking care of people. So that's great. Thank
And
you.
there's nothing better than getting an old-fashioned letter in the mail too, you know?
And to get a response.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Here-
Both ways. Oh, here's another letter.
And here's
Cool.
another great letter from Faith. To Roach Brothers, thank you for the food. Your food is good, and you work hard. I hope that you are healthy. So
Beautiful.
that
That's
was
beautiful. Appreciating other people in this time is so important. Taking stock of how lucky we are.
So this week on the sixth grade boards, one of the things is to write a letter to the essential workers. And I put it together, so I left my email, and I've been getting emails from kids all over town with their contributions, and we're going to put it into a big envelope and send it out.
That's
Right.
wonderful.
well. Share some of those pictures with us so we can see who's getting the letters and things like that.
That's wonderful. What a great assignment.
Monday's mystery reader. No, it was Tuesday's mystery reader. Sorry, Tuesday's mystery reader was Mrs. Hickey,
Nice.
our math specialist.
Very nice.
Yeah, so she did a great job. Thank you, Mrs. Hickey. All right, so now I have to go in a little bit past the introduction to this because today's mystery reader introduces themselves.
That's what you gotta do. Totally.
That's not really what a mystery reader does.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, so let's see. That should be fine. Whoops, 4 seconds in.
I like. I like sunshine. I like snow. I like brown leaves when they blow. I like cookies. I like cake. I like waffles when I wake. I like collies. I like cats. I like clowns in funny hats. I like baseball. I like trains. I like sleeping when it rains. I like stories at bedtime. I like poems when they rhyme. Thank you. Happy April and happy reading and listening to poems. Bye, guys.
Now, there's something very, very special about that poem and about that reading. Our mystery reader had a guest with her as well. Tomorrow, we will show you both the mystery reader and their guest.
So I did hear what I thought I heard.
You did.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was what it was. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Adorable.
It's a lion. All right. And now today in history, I remember this, which is so cool. 30 years ago, 1990, wrecking cranes began tearing down the Berlin Wall at the Brandenburg Gate, and the Berlin Wall separated East and West Germany, the communist side and the democratic side, and because the people started to get upset and revolt, they started to tear down the wall and open it up,
The rest is history.
as they say. So today, April 29th, that's a picture
30 years ago.
of the
Yeah.
actual, yeah. So very cool. Mrs. Lorenaga, you have some answers for us.
I do. Spiders have 8 legs and they have 8 eyes. That was a piece of information I did not know.
One for each leg.
Yeah, they maybe I'll stop. I was going to say maybe it's on the end of the leg to help them find where they're going, but I just know that's not true.
I don't think so.
Um,
Elizabeth, our science expert, could tell you that's not true.
Somebody could, a zoologist. A giant fear of spiders is called arachnophobia. So that's what it's called when you have, and there are people that really have really huge, giant fear of spiders. I sympathize.
Of tiny spiders.
Any kind of spider. Ugh. All right. Today's trivia question is brought to you by the letter T for trash can. Who lived in a trash can on Sesame Street?
Oh, it's been a long time since I watched Sesame Street. All right,
Well, it's not the Cookie Monster, I can tell you that.
Oh, no, it's not the Cookie Monster.
It's not the Cat in the Hat either.
It could be.
It could be, but it's not.
Uh,
That's that for trivia today on this lovely Wednesday. It's sunny and gorgeous. I hope everybody gets outside. But first, I know we need to do our quote.
yes, something entirely thought-provoking. Nothing you wear, not even your running shorts, is more important than your smile, by the famous singer, I think, Connie Stevens.
By the host of America's Good Morning America.
Yeah. With that, we wish you a happy Wednesday. We'll leave you with a little Willie Nelson,
Oh, wow.
whose birthday it is today. Have a watercolor wainscoted Wednesday. Bye-bye, everybody.